Mei Sim was the picture of perfection, a gentle, obedient daughter from a traditional Chinese family in Malaysia. Her days were filled with quiet routines, serving tea, studying, and smiling politely. But behind her soft eyes was a secret, one she guarded carefully.
One morning, a walk in the park changed everything.
Mei Sim and Robert are sitting on bench, smiling, holding hands at park. Their growing love and cultural difference. She met him by chance, Robert Eurasian, kind, different. And yet in his eyes, Mei Sim saw something she'd never seen before. Freedom. They met often, in hidden corners of the park, their hands brushing like whispers. For once she wasn't a daughter or a duty. She was just herself.
But love, no matter how carefully hidden, always leaves traces.
But secrets don't stay hidden for long. One afternoon, her mother saw his name flash across the phone screen. Silence turned to storm.
You're throwing away your future! You can't marry him! He's not Chinese! But I love him! Silence turned to storm. The voices of tradition drowned her quiet pleas. Mei Sim stood still, but her heart thrashed against invisible chains.
Family seated formally, Mei Sim stunned. A family meeting was called. Faces she barely knew decided her fate. A name was read aloud. The man she would marry, Chinese, respectable, approved. She didn't speak. She couldn't. Every word she wanted to say, swallowed by fear and filial duty. Everything was arranged. Her future was being signed away without her voice.
Tradition moved quickly, and decisions were made without her. The date was set, but her heart was nowhere in it.
Her phone screen glowed in the dim light, and Robert's picture stared back at her, a frozen smile, a moment from happier days. Her thumb hovered over the delete button, trembling. Memories flooded her mind. His laughter, the way he called her name, the promises they once believed would last forever. One deep breath, one tap, and just like that, love disappeared. Not because she wanted it to, but because the world, her family, and the weight of expectations told her she had to let go. She closed her eyes, feeling the hollow ache in her chest, knowing that sometimes goodbye isn't a choice.
And so, the day arrived, dressed in beauty, but heavy with silence.
On the day of her wedding, the room glimmered with gold. The guests smiled. Her parents beamed. And Mei Sim? She smiled too, but her eyes were empty. She wore the gown, walked the aisle, but not by choice. Her soul already buried beneath layers of duty and silence. The guests smiled, sharing in the joy of the day.
But what if her story had been written differently? And so, she chose freedom and a new beginning.
What if, one night, she packed a small bag, left a letter on the table, and walked quietly out the door? What if Robert waited at the train station, his eyes filled with hope, not goodbye? She wouldn't need permission, she only needed courage. To live truthfully is to live freely.
And so, she chose freedom and a new beginning.
To live truthfully is to live freely. Not by culture, not by control, but by courage. And in choosing myself, I found everything rearranged.
Story inspired by Everything's arranged by Siew Killingly. Adapted and reimagined by us for the subject ELT 22403, language PROFINCY2, February 2025 session.